Hello learners, welcome to NIOS. Today we will discuss part 3 of introductory lesson from your social science syllabus. Title of the lesson is Evolution of Human Beings Part 2. In the last lesson, we learnt about the evolution of man. That is his journey from earlier times till the Neolithic age. We also learnt about the various stages of human development. These stages were number 1, early Stone Age or Paleolithic age, number 2, Middle Stone Age or Mesolithic age. Number 3, New Stone Age or Neolithic age. In our today's lesson, we will learn about the next stages of human development one by one. Use of metals. Chalcolithic age. Learners, during the Chalcolithic age, man used copper to make tools. Therefore, copper was the first metal that was used to make tools. Later, copper was mixed with other metals like zinc, tin and lead to make a new metal called bronze. The age in which people started using bronze came to be called as Bronze Age. The tools made of metal were much more effective than the stone tools. The period when humans used both metals and stone is called the Chalcolithic age. Tools of this age have been found from many places in India like Brahmagiri, in Mysore, Nawab Toli near Narmada river, etc. Agriculture development of tools, and discovery of wheel led to the beginning of a settled life. That is village life. As the number of people in the village increased, now they needed to choose a person as their leader. The leader looked after the law and order of the village. Slowly, as the population increased, many towns and cities were formed. We should remember that the human beings all over the world have been afraid of the unknown. That is, they were afraid of any event, person or object that they did not know about. For example, they worshipped earth as mother, which provided food for all living beings. Just as a mother takes care of her children. The sun was also worshipped as it gave light. In the same way, moon, stars, rains, etc. were worshipped by people. Early humans also believed in the concept of afterlife, that is, there is life after death. Therefore, when a person died, all his favorite items were buried with him to make his life easy in the other world. Dear learners, now we will learn about the Iron Age. As you know, copper was the first metal used by man. After that, bronze and iron were discovered. The discovery of iron was very helpful to humans. As it helped to make tools that were more strong and durable. Later, people learned to make alloys, which are made up of two or more metals in fixed amount. For example, brass is an alloy. Steel is also an alloy, which is made by adding carbon to iron. And much later, humans started making a very useful material called plastic. However, today we know that plastic is not good for environment. Therefore, its use is becoming limited. Learners, can you give an example of banning the use of plastic around you? You must have observed the ban on plastic bags which are used for shopping and carrying items. A use of plastic is harmful for the environment. Now, we will discuss the different stages of human development. Number 1, hunting stage. The earliest man depended upon nature for his survival. These early human beings were hunters, and killed animals, birds, fishes, and insects for food. In fact, they lived only as hunters for thousands of years. This stage in history was called the Stone Age. After some time, man learned to domesticate animals. However, people were still nomads. And kept moving from one place to other in search of food. Rural or village life. With the beginning of agriculture, the people started to lead a settled life, as now they needed to stay at one place to look after their crops. This gave birth to villages or rural life. Urban or town life. As the population increased, many towns and cities were formed, and people started moving from villages to these towns. New professions were practiced by people like weavers who made cloth, potters who made pots, and carpenters who made items from wood, leatherwork, etc. The art of writing was also born during this period. Thus, knowledge was now passed on from one generation to another. City life. During this period, people started growing surplus grain and storing it for the future use. This gave people a lot of free time which they could use to do what they liked. This led to the growth of arts like painting, music, architecture, etc. Now that people were safe and secure and their basic needs like now that people were safe and secure and their basic needs like food and shelter were fulfilled, they were able to spend time doing other things. However, the caste and class system were also born during this period. Learners in India, Harappa, and Mohenjo-daro were the first cities that were built in the Indus Valley civilization. Both these cities are now in Pakistan. These cities were well planned and had facilities like roads that cut each other at right angles, drainage system, etc. With the growth of science and technology, many new inventions were made and as a result of them, the life of man became more easy. Cities became important and the bigger ones were called as metropolitan cities. Thus, we find that the life of many people became comfortable. But even today, there are many people who cannot fulfill the basic needs of life like clean water, electricity, education, health facilities, etc. Dear learners, man has made a lot of progress since early times. There was a time when man used to live in jungles and kill animals for food. However, today great progress has been made in every field of life. There are machines like computer, mobile, aeroplane, robot, etc. that have made our life very easy and comfortable. We have made great progress, but we still need to overcome several problems like poverty, hunger, unemployment, pollution, violence, communalism, etc. Let us understand about these terms now. Poverty. When someone is extremely poor, it is called poverty. Hunger. That situation when one cannot get enough food to eat and become weak. Unemployment. When people are not able to find a job despite being qualified. Communalism. The feeling of hatred for people of other religions is called as communalism. Learners, it's time for today's question. I hope all of you will be able to answer this question. So, all the best. Question. Your question is, what is the name of that metal which was first used by man? Your options are A. Copper, B. Iron, C. Brass, D. Steel. Answer. Option number A. Copper is the right option. Let us now revise this lesson quickly. In this lesson, we learnt about the evolution of human beings from Chalcolithic age to present time. We also learnt about the different stages of human development. These stages are: number 1, hunting stage, number 2, rural or village life, number 3, urban or town life, number 4, city life. We also learnt about the various problems which are faced by the world today, like poverty, hunger, unemployment, communalism, etc. With this, we have reached the end of today's lesson. I hope you liked watching this video. If you have any queries, you may send your queries to signlanguage@nios.ac.in. For more information, you may visit website at www.nios.ac.in. Thanks for watching. Namaskar.